welcome back. So we're looking at a polygon. Yes, it's got lines, straight lines, and enclosed figure. Quadrilateral, 4 sides. So that's yes. All sides congruent? No. This side over here is definitely shorter than this side, so that's a big fat no. Opposite sides are congruent. Maybe on this side, the left and right side, but the top and bottom, that's no again. Right angles? Nope. Do not have right angles. Parallelogram, that's another no. If we followed these 2 lines on forever, they would actually, it's a trap into a triangle. So, does it have an obtuse angle? Yes, it has 2 obtuse angles. Does it have all acute angles? No. All right, so if it traps into a triangle, this is a quadrilateral called a trapezoid. Remember, a trapezoid is when your quadrilateral only has one set of parallel sides, only one set of parallel sides, 2 sides that go on forever and never touch. All right, moving forward. Has all the acute angles? No. Has an obtuse angle? Yes. Cool. We got all that stuff. Right angles? No. Yeah. Okay. All that stuff is in a good place. Click and drag to correct the correct term to click and drag the correct term in gray to the gray blank. So I don't think we're going to be able to click and drag. This looks like an assignment from last year. So you're just going to guess where these gray words go. Which one goes in this spot right here? So let's start at the top in the kingdom polygon. So everything that is in this diagram will be a polygon. All right, and then when we go to the left, quadrilaterals. So everything on this side will be quadrilaterals. When we go to the right, we do not know, but then we can look over here, and it says isosceles and scalene. All right, so I don't think that any of the words, I don't think either one of these words goes over here. What were we talking about when we were talking about isosceles and scalene? Those were not quadrilaterals. What were those? Yeah, triangles. So I don't think either one of these goes in this gray blank. In fact, I think what goes in this gray blank is triangles, because triangles are a polygon. They are made of straight lines, and they are closed figures. And we also learned that there's isosceles and scalene triangles. We don't know about isosceles and scalene quadrilaterals, so these are wrong. What should go in here is triangles. Let's see if they figured that out. Haha, okay, good. They figured it out. Okay, so there's our third option, triangle, and triangle should be moved right there. I can move my terrible writing. There we go. Triangle. That looks good. Remember, there is an isosceles triangle, which means there's 2 sides that are congruent. Isosceles, you have 2 eyeballs. Isosceles triangle, 2 congruent sides. And scalene triangles are triangles with no congruent sides. So here's an isosceles triangle. It's got these sides that are the same. And then a scalene would be like one where all sides are different. No congruent sides. So isosceles and scalene. Moving forward. The next one. Okay, so we're starting off with quadrilaterals, then parallelograms, then rhombus and rectangle. So what that means is what goes in this gray blank is a quadrilateral that's also a parallelogram that has the qualities of a rhombus and a rectangle. So we kind of like drilled this one into the ground. What is the most special quadrilateral that has to follow all the rules? It has to be a quadrilateral, a parallelogram, a rectangle, and a rhombus. Well, if you said square, you are correct, because a square follows every rule. A square has 4 sides, 2 sets of parallel sides, has 4 congruent sides, and 4 90-degree angles. So it is all of these things. A square is a quadrilateral, it is a parallelogram, it is a rhombus, and it is a rectangle. A square is always a quadrilateral, a parallelogram, a rhombus, and a rectangle. All right, and then down here, the one quadrilateral we learned about that does not have parallel sides is not a parallelogram. It's a trap. It's trapezoid. Because remember, that only has one set of parallel sides, and the other set kind of goes up and traps a triangle. So, if we look at this, square and trapezoid are our friends. Finally, square always goes